Salamat po. Kindly sit down. Thank you for the courtesy. Two pages. Okay lang? Then we have dinner. For an entity earning billions pesos for a country, and the office of the president leaves you with a two-page speech. May I just acknowledge the presence of Executive Secretary Salvador Mendaldí and other members of the Cabinet, Representative Gustavo Tambunting, Chairperson, Committee on Games and Amusement Board, PAGCOR Chairman Andrea Domingo, PAGCOR President Alfredo Lim, members of the board and executive of PAGCOR, our friends from the business community, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I read your name, I'm reminded of the days when I was a prosecutor. Early on, my title was Special Counsel. And for those who are Chinese dito, do not be offended. My grandfather was a Chinese. Was Lam, ang lolo ko. Kasi tinanong siya na ano yung pangalan mo, affidavit niya. Sabi niya, apelido Lin. Sabi ng pisga, apelido Lin. Yung kumpletong pangalan mo. Sabi niya, ako sabi, iyo, apelido Lin. Sabi ni Lianto, if I remember is, alam kilala nila, mga abogado yan sa Davao. Oo, yun. Pero yung kumpleto mong pangalan, ano? Sabi ko na hindi, sabi niya, apelido Len. Sabi ng abogado, ano yan? Alfredo Lim. Apelido, surname, apelido Len. That's why members of the board of the Executive Committee of PAGCOR are friends from the business community. Ladies and gentlemen, I had an audience with a group of guys. I think they were representing the Stanley Ho business. And we had a short tea just before I came in. Ang sinabi ko lang sa kanila, at ito na lang sabihin ko sa inyo, every government desires for an economic expansion. In the Philippines, we're hitting about 110 million Filipinos. And that is really a nightmare, given the economic level of our country today. The income, the GDP, if you're able to meet the challenges of, there are five fundamental duties of government. One is to protect public interest, public health, public order, public safety, and the general welfare of the people. Nandiyan na lahat. If you want a nutshell of what a president should do, those are the ministry functions which I have to perform and see to it that it's complied with. So itong sa gambling, personally, I do not gamble. I do not even go to gambling houses. Sabi ko nga, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa ako nakapasok dyan sa mga lugar ninyo. Not because I do not like you. I like all of you. Keep the money coming. No problem. Ang ano ko lang is as a matter of official and public, pati personal na, I try to avoid those places. Even in Davao, it's been there for so many years. I've been mayor for 22 years. Ni minsan, hindi ako nakapasok ng yung may mga minsan pa program sila, mga artista. So I usually big off because, as I said, a matter of personal predilection maybe. Ayaw ko talaga. Ang akin is, I can give you the assurance. We welcome you. Pasalamat ako. I thank you for the income that we are earning from the gambling community. Ang akin lang is, I want to stress again the point that you can come in, expand, do business peacefully, but please avoid graft and corruption, whether you are the giver or the receiver. Alam mo, I am not a saint. I have also my faults in life, but corruption is money has never been really an issue, even to myself. I am in the thick of firing people. I intend to fire another maybe 70 or 49 policemen and 3 generals for corruption. Yan ang, in the next few days, this is really a purging regime. I think that I'll be spending a lot of time just to clean up government, and would consume the whole for 4 years for the time that I will be there. Ayaw ko na lang magdrama. Lahat naman tayo ayaw ng corruption, ayaw ng mali. And baski dito sa gambling, there are so many allied crimes with it. Itong pulis, isa ito. Kung hindi mag-abang dyan ng mga kikidnapin, mag-extortion, kung ano-ano na, please do not give them the luxury of yung mga extortion maging. All you have to do is just you can call anybody in government, could be the secretary, kita in here, okay, Andrea, Fred Lim, and I will take care of it. Kung may problema ka, even in the locals, huwag kang magbigay kasi kung magkaalaman tayo, it will just sour up our relationship. All I have to do is for you to cooperate, and I said, do not give in to extortionists, be it the police, the BIR, customer. Kasi pag malaman ko, I'll make it hard for you. Kasi pati kayo, you are abetting a thing which we have put our hearts into. Itong corruption. I am firing another chairman of an entity in government maybe this week, and another set of mga policemen. That's why I said, inuna ko sila. I saved money during the elections. I promised them that I will double your salary. The reason really is very obvious. Because the police has the power of law enforcement. And you can see so many wrongs on any given day, at any given hour, at it would give you the opportunity really to. Kaya itong mga police na to, inuna ko sila pati. Well, of course, ang army. Because the army cannot go out of the camp. They do not enforce the law. When they go out of the camp, it's really just to kill and do a battle with the enemies of the state. Di kagaya ng police, and they have been mga kidnapping, so brazen that they kidnap people coming out of the gambling houses there, and they are into killing or sometimes. Kaya ganito yan eh. When I was mayor of Davao, I was quite desperate of the situation because it was the laboratory place of the NPAs, yung Sparrow. On any given day, we lost mga 3, 4, 5 policemen a day. So when I became mayor in 1988, medyo magkaibigan man kami because of so many things in common. Maybe the social dimensions of each and every one of us, we could understand each other at the time. And I have good relations with them. Nakita ko kasi na magulo ang syudad ko, kaya sabi ko, I am building a city. Kindly, most kindly, do not destroy it. Putting my life on the line, and do not destroy our children, because I will kill you. Ayan totoo. So, when I became president, ganon din ako. I'm trying to build a country. Do not mess up with it. Because if you continue these things and you destroy my country, I'll simply kill you. And if you continue to propagate shabu, then you might lose your funds or your life. I've never denied that publicly. And assuming it to be wrong, kindly point out to me, where is the wrong there? If I kill you trying to destroy my country, can't I not? Or will you still, despite the warnings, and you believe in the crusade of the human rights? They take care of human rights individually. I take care of the nation. So pag hindi tayo nagkaintindihan dyan, if you do not, still cannot, until now, it's 1 year almost sobra. Hence, if that does not get into your gray matter between the ears, then I'm sorry for you. Yan lang inano ko. Pati itong mga pulis. Either you go out of the service and look for a lucrative job, maybe cleaning the garbage there or sa basura, or I will not hesitate to. I have fired so many before, and I will fire so many of you now and in the future. Napaka-ano lang ako nito kasi wala ko ibang masabi dito. It's still graft and corruption. It has been pulling us down through the years. I don't know, but it includes mine. Kasi may nangyayari. And every administration has a component there of corruption and crime. Hindi ko matanggap yan kasi I made only about 4 promises, even during the campaign and during the presidential debates. I had the list of the words to say, and I said, I will stop graft and corruption. If I can, then I'll put a stop sa menace drugs because it is drawing to you. And third is that I will go out and talk to the enemies of the state. And I started with the NPAs. Well, I hate to tell you this, but there can never be a coalition government with anybody. The rule here in this country, the Constitution, that if you want to get hold of the sovereign power of the state, if you want to exercise it, you go to the people and get yourself elected. That is the rule. Sovereignty cannot just be shared by anybody without the mandate of the people. The Supreme Court is doing its thing, Congress is functioning, exercising sovereign powers and the presidency. And it's limited to all those in government who are appointed or elected. It cannot be shared by a group of persons pretending to be a force and trying to put us in a corner and demanding everything, including the powers of the state. I cannot give it to them. And I said, we were friends before. If you hate me now, let it be. Because noon, mayor lang ako. And the sovereign rights that I exercised was just a very limited one with a limited area and power. But it did not extend to the final decision of a. So that's something which. So we have cut the talks now. I don't know if it would still be or can be revived. But we continue to talk to the MI and to the MF. They're helping us out. But just be very aware of your surroundings because you are facing terrorism. We are not the only ones suffering from it. Everybody in the world nowadays suffers the hostile attitude of a group of persons pretending to be a believer of Islam and yet killing people, destroying properties for no reason at all. It is a corrupt and empty. It is not a religion. It is an ideology of destruction and death. So dito wala tayong, there can never be even a minute of talks there. I will never talk to terrorists, criminals, maybe revolutionaries na talagang legit in Mindanao now, but terrorism is out of the question. So back again, kailangan namin ng pera because I have to sustain the campaign against the ISIS, which are trying to gain a foothold somewhere. And this will not disappear, not for the Philippines, not for Japan or China, not for Malaysia, Indonesia, not even for America and the rest of the world. This will go on, and to my simple mind, it would be existing and a very virulent one for maybe give or take 3 to 7 years, unless we can destroy really. It's an idea which has to be destroyed, just like the communists. That is why we're fighting the NPAs again, and I have told the military to adopt the no quarters given, no quarters asked. Whatever that means to the individual soldier or policeman, those are very simple words. Wala tayong bigayan dito. In the same manner, sa corruption, I cannot really, do not even talk to me about it. Hindi naman sa ayaw ko, but ayaw ko nga punta-punta ng Malacanang to talk about it. You just go to Dominguez and everybody there. But ito ang assurance ko sa inyo. From government workers, don't consider them officials. They are just workers of government. Kaming mga workers sa gobyerno, we are here to serve the people. And if you have a problem, corruption, whatever, just kindly give me a call if it's a serious one, and I'll give you an audience right away. Sabihin mo lang may problema ako dito kasi hinihingian ako ganito. And itong mga and the locals, it's always the conversion thing and the permit. If your permit goes beyond 3 days on any table there, just call me and I will get it for you for free. Kung meron kang problema dito sa department ito, tawagan mo na ako. Call me. And I will go to the department concerned with you together. I will get the papers for you. And whether it is approved or not, I will give it to you. Walang hassle. That's why there's an 888. But if you want a faster lane, then call anybody in government. Kilala naman niyo si Bingbong, kilala niyo si kilala niyo si Sterason, kilala niyo si Lan, Dennis Oy. Call them. And I will do it, I said, for you, for free. That statement binds all, even the locals. Kasi ditong sa government, on my executive department, sa mga cabinet members, my power is supervision and control. Meaning to say that I supervise them and I can modify, amend anything that a cabinet secretary would decide on. But dito sa locals, because they are elected, we are only given the powers of supervision. But then, let me remind you that we do not flaunt the lofty positions of being a governor or mayor. I was a mayor for so many years. We are simply workers of government. Bayad na kami. Ang mga polis, dublado na. Kindly stop. Because if you cannot, yan ang problema. When you try to begin to worry about things which you cannot afford, and you begin to dream of acquiring so much when your pocket is almost empty, that is the time that you're. Or, ang pulis, ito, kikinig mo kayong lahat, baka yung dagdag sweldo ninyo, mapunta lang yan si girlfriend ninyo. Mabutit alam ng asawa ninyo, kunin ninyo lahat. Ito na lang ang sabihin ko sa inyo mga pulis. Pag ang asawa ninyo nag-complain o nagsumbong na ganito, hindi mo binibigay ang sweldo mo, kung hindi mo doon sa kabit mo, I will just direct the PNP to give the money to the wife. Ikaw maglakad ka. Wala kang pamasahe, wala kang toro. Alam mo yan sa probinsya gano'n yan. Pag kurikta ng konduktor, gano'n yan. Ibig sabihin, badge. Badge, yung libre. Okay yan. I mean, I appreciate if the companies would do that. Di talagang hirap rin ng pulis. One time nga, kumain ng durian, tapos ayaw magbayad. The following morning, there was a rocos, and I just told them, let them eat and I will pay. Maawa mo rin ako kasi kulang talaga ang other. Pagdating ko ng by a chopper, because if I don't ride the chopper, the helicopter, I could not be here on time with you. So I have to do it because I have so many things to honor for a day. And if I travel, wala na. Hanggang dyan lang ako. So I have to take and that is the only luxury. And only because I do not want to inconvenience people. Kasi linisin niyang daan, 30 minutes or 1 hour before i-divert na kayo. And I do not want, sabi ko, workers lang kami ng gobyerno. Why should we add to the discomfort and inconvenience of the people? Yan lang akin. Huwag ninyo kami tignan as, we are workers of government and we are ready really to our part. Corruption, help us. Baski piso, help us. Pag maghingi, yan sa nakalibot yung one of these days, mag-ikot rin ako dyan. Nandyan lahat yung mga vultures waiting for sinong nanalo, barato, o sinong makidnap. Well, pag if we find ourselves meeting in one corner, then I'm sorry. Hanggang dyan lang ang... But for policemen and soldiers who are prosecuted or facing charges in court in the performance of duty or duty connected, sabihin ko na sa inyo, I will protect them. If it's done in good faith, in the performance of the duty, dyan din nyo maasahan. And that is how I protect those who are honest and who are hardworking, by I hit hard those who are corrupt and should not be there in the police force. Yan ang gusto kong maintindihan nila at sa inyo. So I would be very happy if you cooperate with us. Ang hinihingi ko, yun lang na wala naman akong hiningi. May kape minsan, hindi ako nagpunta sa mga, because I said I do not want it. But just the same, the only thing is that if there's a wrongdoing, kindly report it to us. We have so many lines. Most of kilala ko kayo dito lahat. Halos. Tawagan mo lang ako, sabihin mo na hiningaan kami dito. Even dun sa locals in provinces. I do not know what developments are there outside that you are into. But if you are again faced with the same problem, let me know. And I will solve it. Yun lang. Bayaran mo na ako chewing gum. Kasi it eases up the pain when I'm chewing. Nawawala yung spinal, it eases a bit. So for that, so much for my sloganeering. It is true. I welcome you, but I have this serious talk with Andrea. And at this time, we go slow in extending another area. Huwag na muna. Gusto ko when you have reached the mega status, baka magdagdag tayo. But there's enough gamblers to sustain you as being billionaires. But if you are a mega billionaire already, then we might, ibig sabihin, marami ng sugarol. So ako hindi ako sugarol, tatrabaho lang ako, and let me know what I can do for you. You are paying me to do exactly what I'm telling you now. Maraming salamat po.